The purchase of evening maidens. A path that some of us go down due to not having any either available options or just horny. It's a temporary cure for a more overarching problem. And the real problem is not having the genuine love, the genuine connection with another person, whether it be romantically or even like a friendship sense. So it got me thinking, what are the other possible options that either I could take or anybody listening could take? It's pretty simple, actually. It's becoming a male escort. Now people are thinking, oh, how is that possible? There's no market for male escorts. You gotta be gay. Yeah, that's true, but let's say in an alternate universe, in an alternate reality, that it was possible. Do you know how crazy that would actually be? How easy of a job and how fun and exciting of a job that would be. Having intercourse is one of the things we have to work towards as men. We have to spend years of our time improving ourselves to get to the point to being even close to banging a woman. But doing that and getting paid, that's killing two birds with one stone. First of all, the 9 to 5 is in the past. The 9 to 5 is not even 9 to 5, it's fun time. You work and you get paid for having intercourse. How mind-boggling is that? That's why so many men would like to be women. That's why I see some men becoming women. You could easily just find any dude on the street, snap their fingers, you ask them, oh, would you like to do so-and-so? 9 times out of 10, they would say yes. Imagine if it was actually that easy to become a male OnlyFans star. Then you wouldn't even need to have intercourse with women. You would just need to post maybe a shirtless pic, maybe show your worm a bit. That's not crazy, that's not that bad, to be honest. In an alternate reality. Now me personally, due to the presence I have online, my digital footprint's already destroyed enough. I don't need to be sending my Johnson to random gay men online. But I see why that dude, that Twitch streamer, what was his name? I think it was Marlon. I see why he sent shirtless pics for 1K. I respect the hustle. But the problem is most men aren't attractive enough to garner attention online and sell their OnlyFans to even be an escort. Being an escort, I would say maybe in the area is a bit easier, but you'd have to go gay then. And a bunch of us wouldn't want to go gay, myself included. I'm good. Like realistically, if you posted a shirtless pic on Instagram and tried to garner attention from men, women, whatever, into buying your OnlyFans, into buying any product you're going to be selling that has to do with something about your body, that's just not happening. Nobody would care. Nobody would buy it. A bunch of us are average. Like, I mean, I'm an average looking dude. There's nothing really special about my appearance. And you also have to take into consideration that men are the primary consumers of the sexual marketplace. Like, women aren't really going to be buying escorts. They're not going to be buying men's OnlyFans. It's only dudes. Only dudes are stupid enough to do that. And that's because of one main thing, the nut mentality, which I've talked about before in prior videos. And I'm eventually going to make a video really getting into the nut mentality and diving deep into the intricacies of why our balls and Johnson do all the thinking. Being a woman is one of those things that seems to start off pretty highly and end off highly as well. In contrast to the average man, which starts off pretty low and may or may not have a chance of going to a higher point. It's one of those things that's it's kind of funny how things work out. But I mean, what can you really do? Either adapt or die. That's how the game's played. I mean, you start to get used to it. You start to realize that only what you do is what matters. Nothing else, the things that you can't change, that's not a factor in life, really. The reality is that us normal men will never see success in the OnlyFans or escorting industry. That's not how things work nowadays, and we have to find other ways to advance ourselves, other ways to cope for some of us. I know that's what I'm doing. I know we'd like to see either ladies of the night or OnlyFans models we see them in a bad light. We often disrespect them because what they're doing is not morally correct to our standards. That's true, but many of us, if we had the opportunity, we would take the same path as them. Respect everyone initially. If they haven't done anything to you, you should treat them with utmost respect. Whatever they may do, if they haven't treated you wrong, just treat them like a human being. Come on. I know, oh, Ladykiller, you're being positive now. You've been so depressed for the last few days. I'm like, yeah, I wasted 3 gallons of my sperm last night. Maybe not 3 gallons, but I at least winked 3 times. But yet, I'm still thinking positively, because you need to have some positive, either delusion or positive truth in your life. At the very least, it keeps your mental in check for the time being. Dying later is better than dying now, at least. Just keep your head up, even if you have 0 value and nothing to your name. There are people like me that also wish to be isekai in a world where we could be male escorts and make thousands of dollars a day without barely having to do anything, and we get our nut off. Baby, that's insane. Check the description down below and you can find my email address, and you can feel free to message me, email me about any random BS you might think of. Need some interaction, my G.